We are seeing a string of high-profile and deeply disturbing cases here. It is well documented that immigrants, even the undocumented, commit crimes at a lower rate than American citizens. But I want to ask, what concerns you about what we are seeing in these specific cases and in the case of this 12-year-old girl?
Well, if you look at this situation, we have a 12-year-old. Last week, we had a 13-year-old that was taken, 5 illegal immigrants arrested on that situation. We all know about Laken Riley, who was raped and murdered. We have Rachel Morin. It's a long string. And while we say it's a lower rate, the problem is the more immigrants that come in here illegally, completely unvetted, the issue with that is you're going to see an uptick in crime potentially because they are not vetted. So we're letting in gang members and people who committed crimes in their own country cross into our borders.
Yeah, help us understand these circumstances that these men reportedly crossed from Venezuela, that they were caught by Border Patrol but then released into the U.S. weeks before the murder. One of them cut off their ankle monitor, Jennifer.
Yeah, it's referred to as the catch and release, where they're caught and they're given a court date, but they rarely show up to court. This was an alternative program where they could actually be monitored by ankle, but honestly, it's impossible to monitor because they can cut it off and then they're in the wind. And that's what happened here. It's something that's happening in this country that sadly, I think is going to continue to happen. And we're going to see the statistics continue to rise.
Yeah, and I know we're seeing these initial charges. Tests are still being done to determine if this 12-year-old girl was sexually assaulted as well. But tell me more about this, Jennifer. What are the next steps here? Will these men be deported, or are they facing the U.S. justice system here?
They will face the U.S. justice system, and that is a very good thing. Texas does not take kindly to 12-year-olds being murdered and strangled in broad daylight, and the reports say that her garments were removed. So I think this is definitely going to end up having a sexual assault component, unfortunately, and I think that if indeed they are convicted, they're looking at a very serious penalty here.
Yeah, how likely do you think the death penalty may be in this case?
I think very likely. We're talking Texas here. And Texas, you don't mess with Texas with these types of crimes, and they take it very seriously, and they're not afraid to use the death penalty in Texas.
And understandably, her family is just absolutely devastated by this. What more can be done to keep kids safe from predators like these men allegedly?
Well, I think the big thing is looking at their online activity as well as their cellular device use. It does seem like it's an invasion of privacy, but they are only 12 years old and they're so vulnerable to individuals that do want to commit crimes like this and do want to take them out of the house and commit crimes against them. So it's quite important to really be monitoring cell phone activity as well as online gaming activity.
Okay, Jennifer Coffindaffer, appreciate your time as always. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.